Right, are we good? Are we live? I hope we are. Welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. The Under-19s Women's Euros continue today as we've reached the semi-final stage. Of course, we weren't able to be live for the France game due to the heat, but we're back now for the semi-finals of the tournament where England will be hoping to reach the final. They do face very tough opposition in Spain. Spain, the reigning holders of this Euros. Of course, it was a different team. That's the nature of these under tournaments, the youth tournaments, but of course they are always a very strong footballing nation, so it's going to be a tough game today. England, they were great in the first game, they were not great in the Serbia game, they looked a little better against France, but it's not been incredibly encouraging.
No, it hasn't, but I think this is positive signs for England really. The France game was a really strong performance. The team tonight, or this afternoon, looks like our strongest 11 for me personally. Maybe a couple changes in there, but realistically this is one of our strongest 11s. And, I mean, as you say, it's going to be very tough. Spain are reigning champions. They've looked brilliant. I mean, also, no, they drew the Ireland game, but apart from that, they've looked really, really solid. You know, they're coming into this semi-final with a lot of promise, a lot of hope, and they believe that they can win today. But for England, I mean, it's been over a decade since we were last in the semi-finals. That was in 2013, and we won 4-0. Yes, it was Finland, but we won 4-0. So take the positives. It's great to be back in the Final Four. Hopefully, we can go one step further and reach the final.
Yeah, as you say, it's been a little bit of a barren period for our under-19s team. I do think this side is very strong, though, despite the fact we've not always had the measure of our opponents at this tournament. Let's start by having a look at the lineups then, because I think that's been the biggest talking point throughout these games for England. The fact that John Griffiths seems to take all the players in the squad and spin them on a wheel to see who starts the games. But let's have a look then at the team. It's a 4-4-2 as England have ran for some of the games of this tournament. In goal, Cox keeps her place. She's the only ever present, or one of the only ever presents. In the back four, Bowes, Captain, Aspin, Newell and Brown. Across the midfield four, it's Watson, Potter, Ashanti Akpan and Earl. And returning to the front line is Poppy Pritchard alongside Agyemang. Pritchard, fantastic in the Lithuania game, top scorer in qualifying, yet she didn't start against Serbia and she didn't start against France. What's going on there?
I don't know. I think someone needs to tell John Griffiths what he's on about. There's a reason she's starting today. Came off the bench against France and scored the win up for England. She is a phenomenal player. She's on 4 goals and she's only started 1 game. Yeah. That is how good she is. It is beyond me that she was benched for Serbia, benched for France. Back in the starting 11 today, that is the correct decision. I think the only talking point is having Maddie Earl out on the left-hand side and having Akpan in the centre. I don't think Akpan's had a very good tournament, to be completely honest. And for me, it would have made a lot more sense to put Earl into the middle and then put Vivian Leah out on the left-hand side.
That's the other big talking point, isn't it? No Vivian Leah in this game. Do you think England are going a little bit more defensive today?
Yeah.
Knowing the quality in that Spanish midfield, we're going to get onto that Spain team now, actually. In goal, it's a 4-3-3 for Spain. In goal, it's Astralaga. A back four of Noemi, Camara, Rara and Judith, the captain. In the middle of 3, it's Artero, Alguacil and Libran. And the front 3 of Agate, Marisa and Pau. So Alguacil, I believe, the top scorer for Spain at this tournament, 2 goals from midfield. Is that why Akpan and Earl are in there? Just a bit more, a few more central midfielders. To be fair, it could even look like a 4-3-3 for England today.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Is that to try and prevent Alguacil?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, John Griffiths, we know he definitely he plays the opposition rather than the game of football. By that, you mean he looks at his team. He looks at the opposition and he picks his team based on what they play rather than based on what he wants to play. So yeah, definitely I think he will look at the Spain side, gone where's a threat. It'll be very much more narrow for England. We're going to see Earl tuck in if she is out on that left hand side, and then obviously we'll see what's the name on the right hand side? Bomb. Who's playing right wing?
Lucy Watson.
Watson. Bomb on the right hand side. But yeah, I think that for England it's going to be really tough. But Spain, they're a good side. They look really strong against Germany. They got a really strong victory to Netherlands as well. The Ireland game, God knows how they didn't win that.
Well, yeah, it was a weird group stage because we looked at the groups and went, that's a little bit difficult. But they should have the measure of Germany. Netherlands shouldn't have any issues against Ireland. Yet Ireland was the most difficult game and they drew that one, and then they managed to get wins in the other matches. So yeah, a bit of a difficult group stage for them. They would have expected to have an easier time of it. However, I think they still come in today as likely favourites, I think. Yeah,
100%. They're a very, very good side. And that's the thing. I think it's frustrating from an England point of view is that is that we do have to play them. Because realistically, they should have topped the group, and then we wouldn't have played them because we'd have got the second seed.
Yeah.
So if anything, you could argue that we're a bit, we're top of the group. We still end up playing Spain, which feels very harsh because we would have obviously we would have expected to play probably Netherlands. But yeah, it's really frustrating to see it seed like that. But either way, you've got to beat the best to be the best. And for England, it is very crucial that we win. Well, it's not very. Well, we want to win today. That's the thing. It'd be massive. It'd be brilliant to see us back in the final once again.
But also, playing Spain has its pros and cons, because if we win today, you would expect us in the final against France or Netherlands, isn't it?
Yeah.
To have the measure of that game. So I don't think. Yeah, obviously Spain's a tough match. But we were going to have to play Spain in the semis or the final.
Yeah.
We get out of the way today. If we win today, I think that makes us favourites for this final on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. I think, our group stage, Lithuania was pretty simple. Serbia, they're a good side, but we made it difficult for ourselves. That's why that result doesn't bother me too much. Because for me, it's not like Serbia caused us problems, but that's because we let ourselves down rather than us being not as good as Serbia. As you say, I
think Serbia are also a really strong side, to be fair.
Yeah. The France game, Marcy, we beat them, but it was a tight game and they were already qualified. So you could, if we were to play them in the final, that'd be a completely different game. But for Spain, it's been an interesting talk. So they lost to Netherlands, didn't they? Obviously, because they were in big trouble. They went into that Germany game, and that's what they do. They needed to win that Germany game, and they did so quite nicely there.
So England went through top of the group in the end, then, didn't they?
Yeah, Spain was second.
On 7 points. That makes more sense. But the thing is, if we'd beaten Serbia, we might have been second in the group and seed against Netherlands. Which is
because we were further clear.
No, because if we'd beaten Serbia, we might have then lost to France.
Right, okay,
we need to beat France. So.
I think that France game is mad. The problem is, if you tell me, would you rather play Spain or Netherlands, I say neither. Because that is a hot like that.
Oh, we're not doing it.
No, we're
just not playing.
Give us some notes.
They are both very difficult matches, and I think we saw in the France game how well they can play. Obviously, they didn't need to win against England, yet they still gave England a really difficult time of it.
I think Netherlands France later on is going to be an absolutely cracking game as well. They are two very good sides. Netherlands coming to this tournament. They took their group by storm, I think they beat everyone. They started off, they scored a 90-minute equaliser against Germany, and then they beat Spain and beat Ireland. So a good group stage for Netherlands. That'll be interesting later on. But as you say, we're going to turn our attention over to this game. England, it'd be lovely to win. It'd be absolutely brilliant to win. It'd be huge to see the young Lionesses back in the final of a major international tournament since 2009. As I said, they haven't touched the group stage in a very long time. So we haven't got out the group stage in a very, very long time. So in over a decade since we've even reached the semi-finals. So we can, count ourselves lucky that we're even in this situation. Not lucky, but it's a privilege to be in this situation. They've played well to get here, England. So hopefully we can push on, go one step further, get to the final, and then see what happens if we do get to the final on Saturday.
It's a very strong team. It's a team that you would expect a lot of them will be future England internationals. I look at the 100%. Likes of Vivian Leah. She's expected to be one of the biggest talents in world football. You've got players like Aguimang's a really promising striker. Poppy Pritchard, another one who you would expect to be a future WSL player. You've got Lucy Watson, who will be likely starting in the Women's Championship next season. I think a lot of the players in this squad, it's that advertising, isn't it? Because if they play well at this tournament, there's more chance they'll get a loan move into the Women's Championship or something like that, because there'll be clubs looking at these players and going, that's who we want to go out and
100%
pick up. So this is a huge opportunity for these players, and obviously we've seen that with Serbia, because they played so well. You'd expect some of their players might be on the radar of Europe's bigger clubs.
Even Brooke Aspin, played very consistently in the WSL for Bristol City this season. She will know that there's potential. She's a future England captain, because she's got to have that. To have her leadership ability at such a young age is incredible, and that'll be something that not only is she a top quality centre half, but that is a characteristic that not many people will carry. So definitely an opportunity, as you say, for any of these players, both for England and for Spain, to be starting for their national sides. And these are two national sides that in the senior women's game are dominating it at the moment. Spain World Cup winners, England Euro winners.
You'd expect these two to be the final, Euro 25.
Yeah, 100%.
Which
100%.
would be a brilliant game again, as it was in the World Cup final in 23.
When Spain come back round, when the senior Spain side come back round to defend their World Cup title in 27, who says that some of these players won't be there? Yeah, you never know. Exactly. 4 years away starts now. The preparation and the determination to get to that stage starts playing today. Because if you win today, if you win your country a trophy at this young level, then people are going to go, well, if they can do it then, can they do it at the next level? Can they do it as the next step?
Yeah, I mean, you've only got to look back at the Spain side that last won this competition. Some of the names in that team and of Spain teams in the past. I think there's loads of pictures that in the build-up to this tournament of Aitana Bonmati. In very recent editions, was she in the 2019 one, I think? Where Spain went quite deep. I don't know if she won it. I don't think she was in the last edition. Should have been too
and
old,
obviously Spain are looking to carry on their holding of at the moment. They hold every single title. U17 Euro winners, U19 Euro winners, and obviously World Cup winners as well. Yeah. So, and they're looking to carry that on this year.
If they take this and the Euros next year, complete dominance for Spain.
Both at youth and senior level, and then you flip it to England. The last England side at this level to play in a semi-final was in 2013, and that had the likes of Beth Mead in it. You know, that's how long ago it has been for England, and you look where those players have gone.
Yeah, definitely. Chris, welcome to the stream, saying hello. Welcome to the stream, Chris. Good to see you. Hopefully, we're tracked to a good game today, and hopefully England can put in a solid performance. That's what we want to see. That's because obviously we've been winning games, we've been getting those results over the line, but there's not been any performances that particularly inspire me. I want to see us up that level today.
Because you can't take anything from the Lithuania game. The France game was a good game, but there wasn't much to play for from a France point of view. So this is the big test. This is the biggest game of that some of these players have played in before. You know, it's absolutely massive. Yeah. Hopefully England can deliver.
Definitely so. Right, national anthem's blaring out. 3 minutes to play. Shall we get into some predictions then, Harry?
Yeah, sure.
We'll start with you, but firstly, chat. If you are watching along the stream, get involved in the live chat. Tell us your thoughts, or if you just want to say hi, all that sort of stuff. But get your predictions in there before kickoff. Harry, what is your prediction?
I think it's going to be a tight one. I'm going to say 2-1 England in extra time. I think we will go beyond the 90 today. I think it's going to be a very close game. It'll be hard to separate either of these sides. I think England will take the lead through Poppy Pritchard. Spain will then level up through Aguachil, and then it will be a winner in extra time from... who's going to win it for England in extra time? Who's going to carry that that moment? I'm going to go for Lexi Potter. Why not?
Fair enough. I like it. I like the England win. I am going to say... this is really difficult because Spain are so strong, but I'm always going to back England to win. Yeah. So I will say England win 2-0 in normal time. I'll predict a clean sheet for this back line. And I will say a Lucy Watson goal and a Michelle Aguiman goal. 2-0 win for the young Lionesses.
But I'll tell you one thing. I need to see a good performance from Ashanti Akpan.
Yeah.
She's got to be solid in that middle there. Wasn't great against Serbia. Looked okay against France at times, but...
And it's difficult to justify dropping Vivian Leah. Yeah. I know she's not had the most incredible tournament, but she is only 17. So it's a strange one.
Yeah.
They're throwing footballs to the kids there, by the way, in the crowd. Aguiman just throwing out some grown bloke.
On the bloke, not just going to give it to the kid. Runs off with it.
It's mine now. Yeah, fair enough. Chris says, who's in the other semi-final? It's France versus Netherlands. So that will be an interesting one. That's at 4:00 today.
Yeah.
I can't call that one, to be fair.
No, neither. I think both sides are really strong in the group stage. But that'll be a really, really good game. I think if I had to give a prediction, I'd probably say Netherlands. It's tough. It's a really tough one.
That would be the way I lean as well. But I think it'll be a tight game. I think it'll be a good game. As will this now. Captains doing the coin toss with the referee before we get underway here in, is it Mariupol?
Yes, something like that. We're in Lithuania. It's the same stadium we were in for the Serbia game.
Yeah, I think we've only played one at Kaunas, haven't we? We've not been at, I can't remember what the other ground's called.
No.
Something beginning with D.
It's quite a nice one.
Yeah. But no, we are in Mariupol today.
Yeah,
Football Stadionas Mariumpole.
Wow, what a stadium.
Fair enough.
My favourite.
just pips the
Yeah.
San Siro, that.
Just about, yeah.
But it's been a good tournament. Been an interesting one.
Yeah, Georgia Mullet's back on the bench for England as well. She missed the Serbia and the France games due to injury. Obviously, Rabjohn's out for the tournament as well.
Well, probably out for the season, which is
Yeah.
horrible to see. And hopefully she recovers from that as soon as possible. But it is going to be Spain, I believe, to get us started here this afternoon. England. It's going to see Pritchard starting again. If she could score a couple of goals today, that could be... I mean, that very much shut up John Griffiths. But we are going to get underway. It'll be Spain to get us started here today. Ball not back, and we're underway here in Mariampol. England versus Spain in the women's under-19s European Championship semi-final, which might be one of the longest competition names we've had to read out for one of these streams. But yes, we are now underway, and it's Spain who have the early possession, obviously, with the ball. We're not pressing them very intensely. Perhaps that's another... I think that's been one of the issues here at the tournament, has been the heat. We've seen players really starting to struggle with that. I don't think the pitch is a great condition either, but here comes Spain then. Libran bringing it down this left-hand side. Option in the box, puts it in. Their chance for Spain. How is that not in?
That's a huge miss.
Marissa bursting into the box. In the 6-yard box with an opportunity. It's a good ball in from Libran. England switch off. That should be 1-0 Spain.
I don't know how it's not in the goal. That is a massive opportunity for Spain so early on. England caught napping. They practically just played through us. Really good football.
We seemed to stand off and we didn't go and press. But the ball is there for Lucy Watson to chase. It'll be dealt with just about by Spain. Alguachil finds Libran. Brings it under her control well. Oh, sorry, that's Pau. Going down this left-hand side. Strong challenge there from Ria Bose. I find it interesting she's one of the only players that in the England squad without a club. Or I think she is the only player without a club now. Because obviously Hannah Porter signed for Brighton. Yet I think she's been one of the more consistent performers at this tournament.
Is she the one without a club?
Ria Bose, yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, that is very surprising.
But she was at Chelsea, wasn't she? But I think she was released.
Yeah, good player. Big tackle there. It was a fair tackle.
Very good challenge, yeah.
I think
Power just landed awkwardly there on her
floor.
On her back.
Nothing wrong with the tackle though. But England, a slow start, a very fortunate start to say the least.
And again, we're seeing how this surface is causing a few issues to players at the tournament. We saw Rabjohn that because of the way she planted her foot on this surface.
This surface is labelled excellent on the UEFA website.
Of course it is.
I've seen pitches, there's local parks better than this pitch. But yeah, big moment for John Griffiths in his career as well, because he was, it's big that he's guided England to the semi-final. The first, obviously, manager to do it for over a decade. And if he was to take England all the way to the final, let alone win it, that's a big statement from him. Because he would have pulled off something that not many England managers have pulled off in the past. Maybe
then he'll get the under-21 job.
Maybe.
And then he'd be looking at pushing into the England role. It's something England will have to consider in the not too distant future. I'm hoping Weigmann goes forever, but there is going to come a time where England will have to look at options. And it's Spain in possession now. Ball knocked wide by Alguachil into the overlapping run of Noemi. Puts it in there again, but Marissa doesn't burst onto that, and it's claimed well by Cox.
I mean, England have got to stop letting Spain get balls into the box, because Spain are practically walking out wide and then just putting it in the box with little challenge from anybody in an England shirt at the moment.
Aspin, Bose, lovely footwork, but she can't quite keep it in play.
Yeah, when the opening minutes of semi-final, I don't mind a bit of fancy footwork, but not in your own third, next to the byline when you're under pressure. It's just about thinking about it for England, under the cosh a little bit in this first 5.
Here's Ranera. Camera. Back to Ranera. And Spain will hold on to the ball here. Alguachil, that's a lovely feint there. Takes that ball well, and now here comes Spain. Alguachil. Oh, she's just absolutely running amok out there. She gets caught in the challenge by Agyemang.
I mean, first of all, I don't know why Agyemang is anywhere near that area playing at left back. And second of all, just thumps into her. Very silly for the England striker, and another opportunity for Spain to put the English backline under a lot of pressure with a free kick in a good position.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre for England at the moment. I'm confused as to why it's such a slow start. Really good footwork from Ugasil. And yeah, Aguiman just catches her very unnecessarily there.
I was just looking at Alguacil because I was intrigued. I presumed she'd be in the Barcelona Academy. She's at the Valencia Academy. It's quite interesting to see.
Not for long after this tournament, I can tell you that much.
Very true. Ball whipped in by Spain. It's nodded down by England, and that had to be a better off effort, you think, from Ranera.
Just not being dealt with very well by England at the moment.
No, but it is one back in there now, and England will come forwards. Watson carrying the ball forwards, plays out wide to Pritchard. Camera will try and get across. Pritchard puts it in the box. It's not a great cross, to be fair, and it's an easy claim for the Spain goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think she crossed it too early here. Didn't look up once. Didn't have a clue who she was aiming for. Just put it in there.
Feels like we rushed it a little bit. There's been early pressure on England here. It's understandable that we may feel that pressure.
So I'm just happy we ran at the other end.
Yeah. Relieve that pressure somewhat.
I think we will get opportunities today. It's just about taking them.
Yeah. Really interesting to see this in possession by Spain. So what they're doing is drop it away a second because they're in. Pau. Can she play it across the box? Pau up against Bowes. Lovely footwork, dealt well with by Brooke Aspin. That's where that WSL experience, that bit more seniority does shine through.
She knew that ball was going.
Her body shape is so good there, and that's what means she can deal with it. What Spain are doing really interesting in possession is they're dropping that number 6 Artero, the defensive midfielder, almost like a half-back role, dropping in between the centre halves. So that allows both their full-backs, Judith and Noemi, to get forwards, and that's what's giving Spain such a big overload and making it very difficult for England to deal with them at the moment.
Yeah.
So, Spain corner. Referee not happy with something in the box.
Yeah.
Either that or she's become a cowgirl.
Yeah.
Whatever this is. But yeah, Spain at corner. And they're going to try some sort of short routine here. And it hasn't worked out at all. Ideal for England, that. Spain trying a routine, doesn't come off.
No. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this left-hand side battle is shaping up between Pau and Bowes. Pau has looked really good. She had a great game against Germany, scoring in that one. But yeah, it's going to be a tough job for Rhea Bowes to handle her today.
Yeah, good defending there from Brooke Aspin, just holding up Marissa. It's quite Marissa and Matić had very similar play styles. Seemingly, they look very similar, and they play.
Yeah.
They've got similar body shape, similar movement, similar timing.
Bit like a no-nonsense forward as well. They just get the ball, put it in the goal.
That's what they aim to do. Yeah.
No, doesn't fanny around. Doesn't try and bring players into the game. Gets the ball, scores, or at least has a shot. Well, that early chance probably should have found the back of the net.
Yeah, equally though, Matić missed a lot of chances the other night and then eventually found that goal. Not the other night, but you know what I mean. Ball forward from Aspin. And it's headed in there by Artero. It's going to drop for Marissa. You'd think she's got to get it under her control, but England deal with it. Not cleared away by Aspin. It's going to fall for Pau. Can she make something happen? Good challenge in there from Earl. Fighting away for the ball in there, Madison Earl. Nowhere to go. Under pressure from Pau, but that's really good. She darts inside there. It's quite dangerous to run into your own penalty area with the ball, but she backs herself. She's got that confidence, and England play out. Out now for an England throw. Put out by Artero.
Yeah, it definitely looks like we're going to see kind of Earl just run around. Like, I just feel like her role today is just to move about. She's finding herself very much over on the right-hand side at this moment, but then she'll manage to get over back to the left. To be fair, it does actually look like we're seeing Lexi Potter out on the left-hand side, which makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, that makes more sense than Earl. But already that Spain midfield is so dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're creating almost a box midfield and not in a very traditional sense. It's really interesting what they're doing. Lee Brown on the ball now. Because what they're doing is both their central midfielders drop a little bit deeper. That's a good ball in. That's going to go out for a goal kick.
Yes.
Well, but yeah, both the midfielders are dropping a little bit deeper and their wingers attacking inside, and it's actually the fullbacks creating the width and Artero dropping between the centre half. So you get that 3-box-3 type shape that we see a lot of elite sides use, but they're doing it in a very unconventional way, and I like it a lot.
Especially at youth level, it's like, that's ridiculous to see.
Yeah, though we do tend to see managers experiment a lot. I mean, we've seen Josh Griffiths this tournament experiment with a sweeper.
He goes on, that bloke.
He used a sweeper against Lithuania, which was, bringing back something we haven't seen since Franz Beckenbauer played the game. So, a Spain corner.
It's not a bad ball in. It's headed goalwards. It's a bit messy, but eventually England
will clear it out.
Not very far though.
But it is out for a Spain throw. Yeah, not an ideal start. We've not really got the ball down and played. There's been a few opportunities where we've had the ball and just had to smash it out.
Well, the problem is England cannot absorb this pressure for 90 minutes. Simple as that. If the game carries on at this momentum, then Spain will score.
Here is Camara. Plays that ball forwards, cut out by Earl. It's a bit messy in there from Marissa, but the referee sees no problem with it as England are coming forwards. Watson pulled back, finds Potter, who comes across to help, and it's put out of play in there by Lee Brown. That midfield partnership for Spain, though, is really strong. We've already seen what Algua Chil and Lee Brown can do when they come forwards, but they're also very solid in defensive areas as well. Impressive stuff. It's also nice to see a bit of a stronger attendance for today's semi-final. Understandable considering it's a semi-final, but yeah, nice to see.
Yeah. I think it also, obviously, two very good sides, probably the two biggest sides at the tournament in terms of, audience.
Yeah, definitely in the case of Spain.
Oh yeah.
I don't think any of the
their support is incredible.
Yeah, definitely. You only got to look at the numbers that Barcelona managed to do every game, and tells you everything. Julia Lenz says, "Where can I watch the game?" It is available on UEFA TV. I can put if anyone's in the Discord, I can put a link in there. Unfortunately, we can't put links in the YouTube live chat, but you can just search for UEFA TV and you should be able to find it. If not, I can put a link in our Discord for it. But yeah, not perfect at all from England so far, but we've not, other than that early chance that Marissa put past the post, we've not seriously looked like conceding. So
No.
I'm not necessarily too worried.
They haven't had shots. They've had the ball, which is the problem. And we haven't had any of the ball. I'd probably say we've had 20-25% of the ball.
Unfortunately, UEFA don't calculate possession of money.
Probably one of the biggest stats in football.
Just goalkeeping.
Oh, right, okay.
And attacking and stuff. No, they don't have any.
I thought you meant purely goalkeeping stats.
No, there's no possession, unfortunately, on the UEFA.
I mean, Sarah Cox is interest. Katie Cox. No, Sarah Cox still doesn't play for England. If she did, we wouldn't be very good. Katie Cox is an interesting one because I feel for her in a goalkeeper scenario because it's for the England role. I mean, the competition for goalkeepers is strong now, and it's going to carry on being strong.
Marissa tries to play that through the lines, cut out. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You look at the
Keating's
current
19
side. I think so. Yeah.
So Keating's still got 11 years in there. By that point,
Keating could still play this
Katie
tournament.
Cox will be 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hampton's not much older than Keating, is she? Hampton's what, 22?
I want to say 24.
I'll have a look. But yeah, we're blessed with a lot of goalkeepers. Yeah. We're blessed with great players in every position.
Oh yeah, it's a very good England side, but I mean, I'll be intrigued to see how many of this team will ever play for England. I think a couple.
You think, Lucy Watson's going to be a future England winger? She's got to, if she wants to be in that side any time in the next 5 years, she's going to have to beat Beth Mead for a place in the squad. You think probably Pritchard going to be a future England striker, but not only she got to compete with Aggie Mang in this team, she's got Russo and the likes to compete with as well. Lee Branton lays it off, and that is smashed into the vendor by Algua Chil.
Good defending that from Brown. But yeah, England under the cosh once again. It's a lovely switch of the play. Spain, 2 shots blocked in there, both by Brown.
Yeah, Keating's 20, Hampton's 23, by the way, to answer that earlier question.
So that's why a year earlier, Keating would have played in this tournament.
Yeah.
We would have been unstoppable. No one would have scored a goal.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Goalkeepers can make a huge difference at a tournament. I think Cox is a fairly solid keeper.
I think Cox is a good goalkeeper, yeah. I mean, 5 attempts for Spain so far, none for England, and we're only 14 minutes in.
It's a worrying sign, isn't it? Cox
Yeah.
might be just as busy as that Irish goalkeeper was the other evening.
Yeah. I mean, 15 saves would be something. That's the thing, though. They haven't. They've had 5 attempts, but we haven't had to rely on Cox bailing us out yet.
Yeah.
So they're having efforts, but we're either blocking them before they get dangerous.
That's really
or
nice from
they're not very good.
Artero as here comes Spain. Good defending in there. Oh, she's been spun. Here comes Spain. Ball inside. Blocked by Akpan.
That was too easy from Brown. Got spun too easily. That's a problem.
Was it Newell in there?
I was at nil in it. I didn't
Yeah, it came across, I think, to try and deal with that and just didn't.
My next question is, where was Brown?
Yeah, I think Brown got caught higher up the field, yeah.
Powell flicks, lovely ball, plays a 1-2.
Powell is just about going to keep that in play. Needs some support here. Lee Brown. Trying to work into an opportunity. Who'd it? Powell. Who'd it? Fighting away for the ball in there, and it is one back by Spain, but that's deemed to be a foul.
Good fighting from
the left back on Madison Earl.
Really good fight. Oh, it was Watson actually. I don't know where. Earl was definitely in the corner, but Watson there battling away. I like that. I like to see players fighting hard for the ball.
Cox has a little bit of a hospital pass to Newell, but it does come off.
And that is an even worse pass from Newell.
It's just not got. England haven't got going in this game.
I don't know why she's hit that so hard.
Parsons a bit messy at the moment.
Absolutely levers it at Brown. Brown had no chance of bringing that down.
Yeah. Spain trying to come forwards, and that's one back in there, but it seemed to have left the field before then anyway.
Yeah.
Lino a little bit late to react in that scenario.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's been all Spain in the first 15 minutes. We haven't seen the Spain penalty area very often.
No.
Like we can't. The problem is England can't even bring the. Like we've thrown it there and immediately lost it from the throw-in because Pritchard's been beaten in the physical battle. That's the problem. England just can't seem to get the ball down at the moment.
Very true. It does look a bit like a 4-3-3 out there. I think with Pritchard on the left-hand side and Watson just tucks in a bit deeper when we're out of possession. I think when we have the ball, though, we're trying to play Pritchard on that left flank. It's just not working at the moment.
No.
I don't know what... I don't know why John Griffiths has such a thing for Aguiman. Because for me, you could play Leo on the left-hand side, Pritchard through the middle, and Watson on the right.
Pritchard's one of those dangerous number 9s at the tournament. She was top goal scorer in qualifying. She's already scored 4 in 3 games, and you're putting her out on the left wing.
And we started her in one match, and we're now playing her on the left wing in the only other appearance to make this tournament. I don't get it from Griffiths, to be honest. I think Pritchard's our most talented player, at least in an attacking sense, and we seem to be thwarting that. At the moment, we can't get out of our own half, though, which isn't great.
Yeah.
Spain are such a strong team.
And now they've got another corner.
Yeah, and that will allow them to keep the pressure on.
The problem is, it is as simple as Spain will score at this rate.
Yeah.
It's how England either react to going a goal down or sort ourselves out before we go a goal down.
Yeah, exactly that.
Spain corner then. Will it be now that they can find the goal?
And we don't know how Griffiths will react to going a goal down. We've not seen that against Serbia. We just threw on a couple more attackers and got a penalty.
I think that was towards the end of the game, so it's different. I
Chance
think it's different when you're chasing a game with 5 to go because you just chuck everyone on and see what happens. But what can we do tactically if we are to trail today?
Yeah.
Spain,
or even if we don't, because we can react now.
Yeah.
We can look at the first 20 minutes here and go, well, why are we unable to get out of our own half?
Yeah. I mean, that's probably to solve because it looks to be a long game.
And that ball is just lumped forward. Maybe it's because we keep just smashing the ball forward with Cox, but not quite finding our strikers. Watson puts the pressure on in there. Artero, now Hudit, plays it inside.
I mean, the midfielder's getting overrun.
Chill.
Like, with the midfielder, we can complete out the game.
Yeah.
Like there, all three. Like there's 2 passes, and suddenly all 3 of them are just lost.
That was a little bit over-ambitious from Powell. The ball forward from Aspin. I stayed in play there for a moment.
The problem is, it's a weird one because we're getting overrun, and we've chose to put 3 in there.
I'm not sure we have. I don't really know what's going on in this game for England at the moment.
I'd just go back to the normal 4-4-2, bring Potter into the middle, put Leah on the left, and take out Akpan.
The problem is you can't really make any subs until half-time, so tricky situation now for Griffiths to manage
because at this rate, half-time's be too late. Who knows? We could get something against the run of play. We could get a soft penalty.
Spain go back to their goalkeeper now.
The main thing in the semi-finals is that you stay in the game because anything can happen. But at this rate, we're going to be out of the game.
Here's Artero. Now Kamara. Plays it inside. And the ball goes wide, and it's going to be trying to put in by Noemi.
But it's that weird decision making you talk about. You know, we're watching our best centre midfielder play out of position while there's a brilliant left winger on the bench.
Yeah.
Why? Like I don't get what the decision making is for that to happen.
We just look a bit lost at the minute. We can't keep track of where Spain are moving. It's incredible from Spain, to be fair. Noemi. Agote. Can she put a ball in? She does. It's headed away, and then it's cleared by Rhea Bowes. And now she'll try and drive that ball forward, Bowes. And that is definitely a foul from Powell.
That's the thing, yeah. Probably should, England aren't playing well, yes, but Spain are playing. Yeah, Spain have been good.
That's the thing. It's that difficult. Are England just not great, or is something England doing wrong, or is it that Spain are just so strong?
Spain are a good side. We know they're a good side, but as you say, because we haven't been to the semi-finals in a decade. Are we expected to lose today? Like, are we meant to, for Spain to be all over us? It's really hard to judge these youth tournaments because it's a different team every year. You don't know where you stand. Should we be taking the game? Should we be competitive with Spain today, or should we, should the game be being played as it is?
Yeah. Serkan Ekatoikin, I hope I pronounced your name correctly there, says, is there a link? The game's available on UEFA TV. If you search that, you should be able to find it. If anyone's having any troubles, then I can put the link in the Discord. Unfortunately, again, we can't put links in the YouTube chat, but we can put them on Discord if anyone needs a link for the game. But yeah. England up against it so far, under the cosh 100%. For a lot of the opening moments of this game. The question is now, can England start to turn that tide? Can they start to put the pressure on Spain? And well, they're coming forwards now, Spain. Alguacil puts it in the box. Chance Marissa can't quite get there. Really good defending from Aspin. That's about the second or third time she's bailed her defence out now, Brooke Aspin. England's captain and lead centre-half. Really good challenge, really important challenge in there from Aspin. Newell and Brown just haven't covered off Agote or Noemi at all this afternoon.
Would you bring... Who played the first game?
Reed. It's less than a half. Yeah. Again, I don't think she put much of a foot wrong against Lithuania.
It's like John Griffiths went, who played in the side that beat Lithuania 10-0? Right, you're not playing at the tournament ever again.
Yeah.
Not cleared convincingly by England. Spain keep it alive. Ball in.
Ball swung in. It's a bit messy, and camera pokes one goalwards. It's claimed by the goalkeeper. Cox is going to take that opportunity to just slow the game down.
That should be 1-0. I don't know how Camera hasn't got a better connection on that.
Yeah.
She should absolutely level that past Cox from such close range, but she just kind of taps it into her arms. Yeah. Another let off for England.
I'm not convinced by this performance. I feel like it's just, at the moment, we're waiting for the inevitable.
Yeah.
We're sort of sleepwalking into a defeat here because Spain aren't going to let off, and we're not showing any signs of changing. Something's got to change for me. Doesn't even need to be personnel, just something tactical. And, I'm sure Griffiths is likely thinking the same. Just trying to work out what to change. Camera. Now back to Astrolaga. And it'll be Spain now who settle on the ball once more. Forward pass wasn't on there, so it goes back to Astrolaga again. She's got many options. Goes out to the right-hand side, looking for Algua Chill. She brings it under her control nicely, and now she can go on another drive. Lovely ball in behind. Chance for Noemi. She beats Newell to it. Noemi against Cox. Rounds the keeper, and it's there for Spain. England 0, Spain 1. It felt inevitable. Agote with the goal. It was a good ball in behind. The number 11 burst in behind, rounded Katie Cox and slotted it into the empty net. It felt inevitable for England. A disappointing start to today's game. They haven't been able to get out of their own half, and eventually they've succumbed to the early Spain pressure. Good finish from Agote, so composed to take it round the goalkeeper. But again, question marks over England today. Spain leading in this one.
Yeah, can't complain about that one for England, as you say. It's been a coming event. It was really nice play. Again, just carving through our back line and a lovely finish to find the goal. But yeah, fair enough to Spain. It's a lovely ball over the top. Great ball over the top.
And again, Newell's got to do better there. Cox
commits too early.
Yeah.
Commits. The reason she goes to round her is because she commits. You can't commit.
She makes Agote's decision for her in a sense. By committing like that, she makes Agote's decision around her. You've got to make her. You've got to make the forward make the decision.
And now Cox has gone down injured, and I don't know whether she's actually injured or if this is a tactical thing from England to try and get themselves into this game at all.
Yeah.
But again, it's reacting too late. We've reacted when we've gone 1-0 down. We should have reacted before we conceded. Hopefully now England can find something to get back in this game.
Yeah, well, let's just give Griffiths an opportunity to talk to his players. And it seems that Ria Bose... Oh, not Ria Bose, sorry. It is Aspin and Potter, I think he was focusing in on there. It's interesting the difference there, because it seems... typical. It seems like he's picking out individuals and talking to them individually, whereas obviously the Spain manager has them all in a group there. Which is interesting to see.
Well, Cox is back to her feet and she looks fine. So I think that was a tactical move from England.
Yeah, it certainly looked that way. The way they just panned and she just sat on the floor.
Yeah. A nice goal from Spain. England have got to dig deep now. Have got to find a way back in this game.
Yeah.
A very good start. 27 minutes gone. They've been in complete control. They've now got the goal they've been looking for. Can't really have any complaints, England.
Mr. Big Pierce, welcome to the stream. It's the goal from Julio Bartel. Unfortunately, she's too old to play in this competition. She's only a year too old. I was hoping to see her in this, but I realise she's 20. So, yes, we'll have to wait until she plays for Chelsea to get to see some of Chelsea's new signing. But yeah, Spain, understandably, very good. Yeah. Difficult start for England here. They've got to make something happen now. Cox.
100%.
It's going to go along with it. Aguiman gets that under her control, tries to hook it towards Pritchard. It looks like... I'm trying to work out it is a 4-3-3 still.
I mean, that was a long ball, but it was aimed. I think the long ball works if we aim for Aguiman, rather than just smash it up there and see who gets there.
Well, a lot of them have just been dropping too short.
Yeah.
It's quite smart from Spain. Just by dropping that back line, what they do is they create a gap in there where the ball's just going to drop into no man's land.
Because if England clear it from the edge of their 6-yard box, it's not going to go 40 yards up the pitch. Because, you can't kick it.
Well, it can get to the halfway line, but that's what I mean. Spain aren't holding that high line. They're dropping off a little bit. It means England forwards are pushing forwards a little bit because they're not just going to stand in no man's land. And, yeah, it means we're not quite getting the ball.
Yeah. Because, there's 40-something yards between the edge of 6-yard box.
We've got to get the ball down and play. We've not tried that yet. Yeah.
Either got to play Spain at their own game or do the opposite and press them really hard.
And that ball is put in behind Marissa. He's offside.
Luckily.
I thought that was going to be the call, to be fair.
I think Spain have now found their new strategy, which is just put it over the top of us.
Yeah. Well, they've got some fantastic creative midfielders in there. If they can find them in space on the edge of the box, to be able to play those nice little balls in behind the England defence, I mean, they're going to. They're going to do that. Algu, Achille, Lee Brand, brilliant players. England now coming forwards. Ball down the line. That'll give Pritchard something to chase. Delivers it. It hooks up off a Spain defender, Camera, and that will be an England corner.
There we go. Better. I've got the ball on the floor.
Yeah.
So even if the ball goes through on the floor, it's better than going in the air. Because Pritchard's quicker than that whole back line. Well, a chance for England to level up from the corner. Hopefully we can have our first shot of the game. That'd be nice.
Yeah, as you say, England with this opportunity then. Don't have a lot of height, England. Do you find neither side's particularly tall?
No. Apart from the Spanish goalkeeper.
Yeah. And Artera, I think, is quite tall, number 6.
Needs to be a good ball in from Potter.
And Marissa as well. Marissa on the front post there.
Shit. But yeah, hopefully his corner can get over.
I guess Akyemang, though, should be able to challenge in the air.
Still don't think ball coming.
Potter over this. Don't know what the complaints are about. The liner doesn't think that's in the circle.
So Potter picked it up, put it back to the same place.
It looks like she put it further away. Anyway, Potter. Ball in. Header just wide. Well, actually, that trickles quite far wide. She didn't catch that nicely in there, Brooke Aspin.
Can we count that as a shot?
It is a shot, yeah, I think.
Might be about 15
Not
yards away from the goal, but yeah.
Close to going out for a corner.
It's a very deep ball in.
Yeah, she seems to be aiming backwards there, Aspin.
Yeah, bizarre one. I don't think Potter meant to loop it up that high and that that deep. Yeah, Spain already taking their time about things now. I think they've got their goal. They're in no rush to do anything now.
Yeah. Oh, and again, we know the conditions. It's so hot out there in Lithuania. And I think that's
22 degrees.
That's a bit of the issue for England. Well, also because they're in a very open area. There's no buildings around, so it is creating a very humid climate. But the problem we're seeing for England is that because of the heat, it's very difficult to play very high pressing football. And there's a reason that like the Spanish league doesn't have loads of pressing football, but if you watch the English divisions or you watch the German divisions, they do play more pressing. It's because it's more possible. But it's so hot out there in Lithuania that going and pressing this Spain defence is very difficult. And what Spain are doing well is making the ball do the work.
Yeah.
It's a hot day. You don't want to be running after everything. At the moment, they're letting the ball do the work and England having to give chase. And that's the problem. England are exhausting themselves out there. Spain trying to bring that ball forwards. Marissa. But also you feel that heat a lot less when you're constantly on the front foot.
Yeah. I think it's that same thing. It's all about that motivation. It's like it's like any sport. When you're winning, no matter what happens, everything feels easier. When you're losing, everything feels more difficult.
Yeah. Ball tries to be put in there, and that will go out for another corner. England's second the game. England's starting to come into this one a little bit more. It's a shame we've waited until after Spain have scored to actually do anything.
I think we've found a nice common ground. We're not pressing them ridiculously hard, but we are stepping onto them a little bit. Because I think to start with, we were just standing there and watching them pass around us and going, "Oh no, why are we not getting our own half?"
First minute chance from Marissa that really should have gone in. They literally just passed it through the middle of the tee.
It's like the referee blew the whistle. 11 players moved for Spain, and none England player moves.
Yeah.
Potter with another corner. Refs are not happy about where the ball is again. So Potter picks it up and moves it further away.
It's looped in there, headed on target by Newell.
I don't know if it's a windy day or just how Lexi Potter hits the ball, but it's very high, very deep, and very wobbles in the air.
Yeah. Here comes Spain.
Oh, wow.
Ball played in behind to Marissa. Cox will sweep that up well. Good reaction.
It's good going for a Cox, but luckily that's Marissa. So that is a quicker player in behind. England were all over the place at the back.
Yeah, Ogate might be rounding Cox again, but this time from 30 yards out. When is Julia Bartel playing, says Mr. Big Pierce? Well, unless she's in the Spain squad for the Olympics, which I don't think she is. I'm not sure, to be honest. Then the first glimpse we'll probably see of Bartel, or definitely the first glimpse of Chelsea will be in pre-season. So we'll look out for those games. I think when did Chelsea come back?
Can't remember.
A week surely now. Can't be far off.
Yeah.
Season starts in September. We're 2 months away.
It's like Friday the 20th September, 19th.
Yeah, it is that. That's the opening match, isn't it? I think it's the 20th.
Yeah.
Because that's 21st and 22nd, I think, with the weekend dates. But yeah, very excited to see the WSL return because we are, less than 2 months away now. Obviously, the Women's Championship back in less than that because that's 2 weeks before the WSL. And clubs like Arsenal and City, you'd imagine, will be back soon as well because they play qualifiers at the start of September.
Yeah.
So they're only about a month and a week and a month, 5 weeks away from those Champions League qualifiers. Actually, City don't play in those, but Arsenal do.
Yeah.
City only in the second round. Arsenal, of course, have drawn Rangers. If they win that, they'll then face Atletico Madrid. Or someone else, but if we're being honest, it will likely be Atletico.
Which will be a very good game, I think. Arsenal should win it, but it'll be a good game.
Yeah, and even if they manage to beat both those sides, I think they then still have to go and win in the second round. So it's a difficult process. That's why we only saw one English club in it last year.
Oh, what a run from Bose. She's brought down eventually, and that should be a yellow card.
Ref's been very lenient on cards so far and will remain that way.
And that is a yellow card.
Yeah, because it's a cynical one, isn't it? There's no intent for the ball. Pull back.
Oh, the problem is just...
yeah.
I don't know. I think the problem is... Exactly. I don't think Marissa should be the one that's cautioned there. That should be... Because that's the problem is Marissa brings her down, but Marissa doesn't do all the hard work initially to drag her backwards.
Yeah, here's Potter.
It does. I think it might just be the wind with Potter's deliveries. Because I'm looking at the flags on the far side, and they are... Okay, well, they've stopped moving very intently now, but they were moving very quickly.
I couldn't even see one in that corner. I realised I was looking at the wrong bit.
Oh.
Here's England. Trying to bring that ball forwards now. Watson. Takes on Powell. Powell gets back in there. Now ball inside to Earl. Really assertive challenge in there. And now Spain will try and come forwards. Libran.
Knew that foul was coming from
Gets it to
Potter.
Marissa. Marissa will take it forwards. Another foul for Potter.
Knew that one was coming.
And another one where she is lucky to escape the book.
Yeah. 2 in there as well. England have responded well to going a goal down, but I still think Spain are still playing the better football.
Yeah, I agree.
8 to the half.
So Spain in possession once again. Ball looped towards Agote on the right hand side. That's a bit messy there. She seemed to catch Brown. That will be an England free kick. It's a bit of a weird one from Agote because she seemed to just slip, but in that she caught the England left back.
Yeah. Surface doing what it does best again.
Yeah.
Aspin again. That is just a aimless long ball. Just to anyone really. It's pointless. It's pointless just kicking it up in the air.
So Spain want to bring it forwards. Intercepted in there. It's a messy one. Potter loses it, and England will try and come forwards. Sorry, Spain will try and come forwards. Alguacil. Now Noemi. Comes inside. Agote. And it's blocked. Marissa. It's blocked again. Alguacil. It'll fall to on the edge of the box. Marissa trying to weave through traffic. It's very messy at the moment. Who'd it? It's blocked again.
Wow.
Powell will try and come inside. Libran. England are so deep at the moment that Spain are just not able to get any shots away. England just throwing a lot of bodies in front of the ball, but yeah, they're up against it so far.
100%. Yes, it's England are doing well to fight back in it, but to be honest, I think now we're just seeing Spain a better quality at the moment. Things can change in the second half, but the first half, Spain have definitely been the better side and have played the better football.
Yeah. Marissa, Agote, Noemi. Camera. Alguacil, Noemi. And now a ball forward looking for Agate. And it's cut out in there. Good defending from Brown, getting back in there.
I think it's important now that England get to half time at 1-0 down here at the very, very least.
Yeah.
Because, for me, this could get it could get problematic if England are to concede again before half time. So, for the next 5 minutes, just get everything out, get into half time, only 1-0 down, and then build from there. Because if we're 2-0 down, then that's a long way back.
Definitely. Ball in, dealt with by Aguimang on the front post, smashed away in there by Madison Earl.
The other option is to go out and score.
Well, we need to eventually if we want to progress in this tournament. Here's Lee Brown. Back now to Astrolaga. Now Camera. Astrolaga. Ball cut out in there. It's going to fall for Aguimang. Can she create anything? It's blocked and out for a throw. But yeah. Polling chat, by the way, 38 votes, 47% England, 47% Spain.
Wow.
That is incredible to see. Exactly even. Then 5% think this will go beyond the 90.
So clearly there's an even split there between hopeful England fans and either Spain fans or realistic people.
Yeah. But if you are enjoying the stream, thanks everyone that is tuning in. But if you are enjoying, do get involved in the live chat. Feel free to say hi, tell us who you're cheering on today. All that sort of stuff. We're fast approaching half time now. England on a flattering showing, but Spain definitely making it difficult for them.
Yeah. It's one of those. Still time though, plenty of time to get back in this game.
Al plays that in behind. Marissa will give chase. And that's seen out well by Newell.
Yeah. I mean, is it changes at half time for England? Or I think
maybe. I'd be surprised if we don't see a change just because we haven't had a shot, have we? One or two, maybe.
If you count the Aspin header, then one.
Newell had one that was blocked, I think, as well. But yeah, not been perfect at all from England. Nothing's really come off for them,
Hopefully that can change in the second half.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe we stop playing our centre midfielder at left wing and put our left winger on. That might help. Just a thought.
Here comes Spain. Agote gets past the full-back. That was dangerous from Brown, but it's dealt with, and that's out now for a Spain corner.
That could have gone so wrong for Brown.
Yeah.
Diving, getting ran past and diving in like that was very dangerous. Could have easily conceded a penalty.
But fortunately, just a corner conceded. It's Spain's 6th corner of the game now.
Can they use it though? Is the question. Minute to go. Minute to the half time.
Ball whipped in. It's going to fall for Pau. It's a bit messy, but it's there for Spain. England 0, Spain 1. A corner looped in towards the back post. Pau scores. She had an initial shot blocked by Aspin. It fell back to the winger, and then she's poked home the rebound. I'm out on the climb now for England. There was a minute to go till half time. England just had to keep it tight, and they haven't. They could see it a corner. It was a messy dealing with the corner, dealing with the attack anyway. Out for a corner. They've not dealt with the ball in the box. They've not dealt with the initial shot, and then they've allowed Pau in there to have another shot, and that one's in the back of the net.
Yeah, goals in back-to-back games for Pau now. England, it's really sloppy from the corner, so sloppy goal to concede.
This is uncharacteristically poor from Aspin. It's just got to be more convincing in there.
Pritchard loses a marker initially, loses a player initially. It's a sloppy goal to concede, and as you say, that is a big goal, because at 1-0, it's a close game. England work on it. 2-0, we're 2-0 down in the semi-final with 45 minutes to go. It is a long road back. It is going to take a big second half for England now. 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, as you say, 3 minutes additional time. England just, I think prioritising not conceding again over trying to get a goal. It's been a tough first 45 for John Griffith's side. They're yet to have a shot on target, a registered shot on at all, actually.
Wow.
No, just on target. They've not had a shot. Aston's header was so poor it didn't count, and yours was blocked. Apparently wasn't on target, I'm guessing.
Wow.
So yeah.
Speaks volumes, doesn't it? You don't win football games if you don't shoot.
Well, yeah, we've just been outclassed here.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you do just have to admit they are the better side.
Yeah. We've been beaten in every single department today.
But equally, I don't think England were good against Serbia at all. Very lucky to get a point there. I don't think they were great against France.
Still a long way to go, but if nothing changes, England are in for a rough afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, I thought the France game was a step in the right direction. But yeah, as you say, that's the thing. I think maybe we do have to look at Spain are a very good side, and they're a top quality team, and perhaps right now they do carry more quality than we do.
Yeah,
and I think their uncharacteristic average group stage has maybe made them look a little bit weaker than they actually are. But when it matters, they when they play at their best, they're absolute quality.
Yeah, definitely so. It's why watching them today makes it so strange that they lost to the Netherlands and that they drew with Ireland.
Yeah, I mean Ireland. I don't know how they didn't score. It was an incredible defensive performance from the Republic of Ireland. Netherlands, I think Netherlands are a good side. That is good. For me, a Spain-Netherlands final would be incredible. Annoyingly, we've already seen them play each other, but yeah, Netherlands look superb. Like France are a strong side as well. So.
Yeah, for the sake of not watching Spain-Netherlands again, I think it would be nice to see France in the final if England can't get there.
Yeah.
And obviously vice versa, if England can win, we'd rather see Netherlands.
Well, I think I'd rather play France again.
Yeah, that is true, yeah. Here is Marissa blocked. Bowes jumps in front of that one. Marissa deemed to commit a foul. Apparently catching Bowes rather than the ball.
Wow.
And well, that is half time here in Mariampol. England 0, Spain 2. Goals from Agate and Pau, the two wingers. And while England with a mountain to climb. A difficult first half, yet to register a shot in this game. There's a lot of work for England to do. Do you want to crack leave the door open and all that? But yeah, difficult, very difficult. John Griffiths sat there scratching his head. I'm scratching my head how that went so poorly. We've not been brilliant this tournament, but we would have expected a little bit better than what we've witnessed so far. England have been absolutely outclassed by Spain in this game. They, as I say, yet to get a shot on goal, yet to really do anything. We've had 2 corners, not had a shot. That for me just isn't good enough. You look at Spain, and the reason they lead in this game is because they've had shots. It's because they've played really good football, and when they've had chances, they've put them away. England yet to even create a chance. So how on earth could we put it away? So yeah, it's a frustrating first 45 for England. However, in a more positive spin, it can't get worse. So yeah. We can't have negative shots in the second half. So that's something to look forward to. I don't know why we've gone to the 4-3-3 today. I don't think Pritchard's had much of an impact on that left flank. Again, I don't know what Pritchard has done to annoy John Griffiths, but she's had very few minutes at this tournament. And being played out of position today, it's a bit of a shame. But take nothing away from Spain though. Phenomenal thus far. They easily could have scored after just a minute when Marissa had that effort that went just wide of that post. But yeah, poor. Hopefully we see something change for England. So we've played a 4-3-3 in this game. It's not worked, and I think it's okay to admit that. And it's okay to then go, right, we're going to change it up. Either we play the 3-4-1-2 that we played against. Who's our second group game? Serbia. It was something like 3-1-4-2. It didn't really work, but that is something we could work. We could use. We could play the 4-4-2, which was arguably our most successful formation of the many we seem to use under Griffiths. And I don't know. I just don't think it's been great so far. Don't really know what we're trying to do with the ball. And yeah, that was that early. They had that chance of Pritchard. Burst on the left hand side, put the ball in the box, and it was quite an easy claim for Astrolaga. Probably England's highlight of the first half. Also, I apologise if you can hear drilling. Unfortunately, as soon as we open the door, someone's decided they need to drill or saw something. And then this was one of the chances Spain had. I gotta say, coming inside, it fell to Algua Chill, kept alive in there by Noemi. Few of those, they've had a lot of chances in this first half. Algua Chill is pulling the strings in there. Agote looks dangerous. Powell looked dangerous, obviously scoring that goal at the end of the half. But yeah, it's just not been good for England so far. Not been good at all. I think we're yet to lay a glove on the opposition, really. Spain have been the dominant force in this one. And, it's about whether Griffiths can adapt. Can we right the wrongs of the first 45 minutes? That will be the big question in the second half. What England can do to change that. For me, there has to be some sort of personnel change. I think the decision to drop Vivian Leah was a real bizarre one. I think that would probably be the best move. Make sure to get Leah in there. She'd go on the left-hand side. Presumably go back to the 4-4-2. I'd take Ashanti Akpan out of there and move Lexi Potter inside with Earl. I think our best game of this tournament was that Lithuania one. I know they're a lower quality opposition, but defensively we've not... The only reason defensively we've been poor today is because we've been constantly under the cosh. And we've been constantly under the cosh because we can't get out, because we don't have the attacking players on the pitch to get out. Get Leah on there running the ball forwards. Get Pritchard central again. And suddenly we'll see that pressure alleviated. Not because we've become better defensively, but because we've become better attacking. And I think that, there's that old saying, the best form of attack is sometimes defence, and I think it goes both ways. Sometimes the best way to defend is actually to go out and attack the opposition, because they can't score if you're trying to score. Unless they hit you on the counter, of course. But yeah, I don't think we've played very well at all in this game. I mean, that means it can only get better. But yeah. But of course, all plaudits to Spain. This was that goal. Lifted in behind wonderfully by Algua Chill. Agate managed to beat out Newell. It was a bit silly from Newell. She tried to clear it back and over her head, and she cleared it into the player next to her. Yeah, she tried to clear it out, but it just hit Agate. And then she ran over the goalkeeper. Just tells us what's going on with England. We're just playing a really strong opposition, Chelsea fan, and we're not playing particularly well. Again, we've changed shape for the fourth time this tournament, something like that. We've used so many formations. It's quite difficult to have any continuity in that regard. But yeah, well, the Dream Gentleman, good to see you. But yeah, not a good first half by any calculations. Yet to have a shot. We can't win if we're not going to have a shot. And yeah, for me, the big change we've got to make: get Lear on the left-hand side, put Potter back in the middle, get Pritchard back through the middle as well. Go 4-4-2. If we look to open defensively, so what? Because we're already 2 goals down. It doesn't really matter now. We've got to go for the game. And if we can get it back level, then maybe we sit a bit more defensively after that and try and get this beyond the 90. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with going for the game now. I'd rather us lose 3-0 and try and score than sit back and lose 2-0. So yeah, gotta go for the game. I'm gonna go take a second, and I will let you give your thoughts. Sure.
But yeah, I'm guessing you've talked about England for Spain. I mean, you've got to give them credit. They've been brilliant today. England haven't been at the races as we've said, but Spain have been superb. You know, they had a bit of a rocky group stage. I mean, they were on 1 point from the first 2 games, and it was a must-win against Germany in that third group stage game. They turned up and they performed. So yeah, I think you've got to give them credit. This is definitely their best performance of the tournament. And that's the difference. As the tournament's gone on, Spain have upped their performance, whereas England, we've been a bit all over the place, bit of mixed and matched. But you know, that's what winning sides do. They get better and better as you get deeper and deeper into the tournament. And Spain are turning up when it matters most. They've been absolutely stellar. A well taken goal initially from Agote, and a scruffy but decent finish from Pau. Scored in the Germany game, scoring again today. That takes her on to 2 for the tournament. Not a bad tournament so far for her. For England, it was a frustrating second goal to concede. But yeah, it's a long way back. Spain, they're a good side coming forward, but they're also good defensively. They should have no problems holding on to this 2-goal margin. If anything, they're going to extend it. So for England, it could only get worse from here if we don't up our game. And for Spain, they will fancy themselves. Yes, they lost to Netherlands in the final, but they know how good they are. And as I said, they're going to keep getting better and better. They've had a good first half here, and I would expect to see another solid 45 minutes. But yeah, hopefully England will up the game. I mean, if not, we could be in a bit of trouble if Spain are to keep going at this momentum, because they're a very, very handy side. But yeah, John Griffiths has got to find something in the at half time that is going to mean that England can come back out in the second half and take the game to Spain, which is very difficult to decide to do. You know, we've seen Republic of Ireland held them 0-0, but that required 15 saves from their goalkeeper, and Spain had 40 shots and didn't score a goal. Then losing to Netherlands, I think Spain have shown this tournament they're not unbeatable. You know, they have had tough games. The difference is they messed around and they had their poor performances when it didn't matter. But when it does matter, they get it right. When it does matter, they win the game. They need to beat Germany. They beat them. They want to beat us today. They're turning up. They're playing well. They're putting on a brilliant performance. You know, I think Agote's had a really good game on the right-hand side. I've spoke about how good Power's been. Alguacil in the midfield, a phenomenal player, just makes everything tick. Marissa leading the line is a perfect striker because she's a very, very good finisher, but she's also brilliant if you want to get the ball into her and try and play off her or play into her and lay it back. So, you know, a multi-purpose striker. She can do a bit of everything. You know, not too bad with the ball, you know, getting the ball down either. So things are definitely going well for Spain. They're ticking along nicely, and you know, with the quality that they possess, they should see this game through. Unless England can provide an incredible comeback, it would be one of the best games we've seen at this level if England are to pull it back. but realistically, Spain should have this in the bag now. We can be hopeful from an England point of view, but if I put my realistic hat on for a minute, then Spain should see this out, because they're a good defensive unit. They've got some very strong players, both offensively and defensively, who are going to make it very difficult for England to get back in this game. They've won this tournament before. The manager Sonia, I think it's Sonia somewhat. I can't remember her name now. I think it's either Sonia or Sophia. She's a very, very good manager. She's won it before. Spain know what it takes to win tournaments like this. I know it's not the same team, but it's the same kind of background. They're born with. Spain are so good over the youth setup at drilling born winners. There's three players in this Spain side won the under-17 Euros as a Spain player, and that's the thing. Right from the very bottom, Spain bring through born wingers, not wingers, winners. Players learn to win from a very young age. As I said, 3 of those players bringing that U17 experience into that U17 win into the U19s and looking to do the same. There is a change for England, by the way, because Freya Godfrey is coming on. Now that is interesting.
If this is for Pritchard.
So Godfrey's coming in. Who is the change going to be for? Akpan's still there. I haven't seen Potter yet. And I've seen Aguiman. I haven't seen Pritchard. Now I worry that John Griffiths here has bought off Potter or Pritchard, which would be a stupid decision. Enderby's coming on as well. Double change for England.
So there's basically no way that he's not brought off Pritchard here, surely.
Yeah, Pritchard, Aguiman's still on there. So it's Pritchard and Akpan's still on there. Earl's still on there. Potter's still on there. Bose.
Must be Bose.
No, Bose is still
Bose is there.
there. Watson.
Yeah.
So I think it's Godfrey and Enderby. Godfrey and Enderby for Pritchard and Watson. And there's a Spain change as well.
That is a boggling decision. An absolutely mind-boggling decision. Because, yes, you're going 4-3-3 now, but you've taken off the top goal scorer at the tournament, who has only started 1 match for England, by the way, because for whatever reason she doesn't get to start much. I'm just baffled by that decision. She's the top scorer in qualifying.
You put her on the left
She's the top scorer in
today.
this tournament. Yes, she can't play on the left wing, but I just don't get why. I don't get that decision. I also don't understand why you go Godfrey over Leah. For me, Vivian Leah's a more exciting player. Someone who'd bring a bit more into the game. Noemi off, by the way, as well for Daniela Arquez.
So that's a change.
She scored, I think,
back.
in the game against Germany to get them through.
Yeah, England then need a big half, made a double change. Will it make the difference?
That's the big question. Yeah, Thomas went to the stream, by the way. I'm not sure if Harry welcomed you. Welcome, Thomas. Welcome to the coverage.
Here we go. 45 minutes for England to recover a 2-0 deficit.
Yes, England with a lot of work to do to try and overturn that, as you say. And it'll be Aguiman to get us back underway in this game. The referee will check our watch. And now we're underway here in Marianne Paul. England 0, Spain 2 after 45 minutes. 45 more for England to try and settle the score. And they are coming forwards early on here. Brown pokes one in there. Aguiman will put pressure on, but that's an easy game. Playing faster.
I don't think that's a bad ball at all, to be completely honest. I think it's a ball to the wrong striker, is what it is.
I think Pritchard may well have put a bit more pressure on that. I just don't get it from Griffiths. I thought Aguiman was good against Lithuania. I thought Pritchard was better, and then Pritchard hasn't been given an opportunity other than that.
Yeah.
And I don't think Aubameyang was particularly good in the Serbia or France game, so I just don't get it.
Do England stick with him if they lose here today?
Possibly.
I mean, he has got us to the semi-final for the first time over a decade, but he also keeps benching our best player. So, swings and roundabouts.
No, not our best player, our best forward.
Yeah.
Ball in, headed down by Aubameyang. Chance for England, goal for England. Really well taken goal by Mia Enderby. And that is England 1, Spain 2. Headed down by Aubameyang, making us swallow our words. And Mia Enderby rifles an effort home. England back within 1. Inspired change from John Griffiths.
Surprisingly, you play the forward who's played like half a WSL season for Liverpool, and she scores a goal.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it, eh?
Mental.
Really well taken goal by Enderby. I'm glad she left because Potter could have taken that, but Enderby, to be honest, it was pretty harder for Enderby to finish than it was for Potter. But
yeah.
A really nice finish for Enderby. Off the inside of the far post and in. A lovely, well-worked free kick. She won the free kick as well. Brilliant impact from one of those senior players in the 11.
Yeah.
Scored
really good stuff.
The equaliser at Serbia and scored another big goal. England back in this semi-final early doors.
Tom was saying, I think the WSL should open up the league to maybe 18 to 20 teams. It will help the development of young players. We've seen how this has helped Spain a lot in the women's game. I would love to see the league at 18 to 20 teams. I think we will eventually see that. The issues now are that, one, there's currently 12 in the WSL. If we were to open that up to another 6, are there 6 teams good enough in the Championship to compete in the WSL? I think if you look at how Bristol City performed last season and Reading the season before, I suggest not. I would suggest that you end up with 6 teams that basically just get pasted every week. That's not good for any of those teams or the players in them. I think that we will see, as obviously we get more good players because more people are interested in the sport and more people start playing the sport, I think that will obviously change.
It'll be a gradual thing as well, so we'll see 14 teams, but then we'll see 16 before we get to 18 and 20.
Yeah, exactly right. The other thing to consider, of course, is not only the impact on the WSL, but also on the Championship, because if suddenly the Championship would be filled with teams that are currently in more regional divisions and wouldn't be able to travel the whole country, so you've got to consider the impacts there, because they'd obviously they'd have to fork out loads in travel costs, because at the moment they're in like a regional division. They'd be suddenly.
I think they'll get it right. I think Nuco will get it right. They're just, as you say, they're waiting for that. They're waiting for the women's game to become more stable.
Yeah. I also don't get the argument that the women's football isn't sustainable, because no football is sustainable. Everyone in football loses money, apart from the players who make loads. But yeah, football's not profitable. Tottenham is like the only club that make a profit, but yeah. Lexi Potter going into the book there for that shove.
Yeah, free kick was given because actually I don't know why Potter's been booked, because she wasn't the player with the shove. That was Brown. Brown had her hair pulled and
was Potter that pushed her.
Did Potter then push her? Oh.
Yeah. I was going to say, unless they...
I thought it was Brown, because Brown was the one who went down.
Because Brown was down.
Oh, right. So
Potter was there to push it. Chance for Spain. Powell tries to turn. Bo stands her well. Ball into the box, and that's dealt with. Catherine says, Thomas, I think the other thing to consider with the league expansion is the number of games that women are already playing between the Cup games, the League, the Champions League, and increasing international games. Yeah, I think you make a great point there, Catherine. I think that we're not ready to accommodate that many fixtures yet. Hopefully, we will be able to do that eventually.
Also, it won't be a case of reducing fixtures to make up for that, but in terms of the infrastructure isn't there in the women's game yet to facilitate the players and to, so they're at the correct and optimum fit. You look at the men's game, the reason they can play so many games is because the amount of work that goes into the fitness side of things and the centres and all of that isn't quite there in the women's game yet.
Yeah, it's the ideal. We'd love to see us just jump into an 18-team league, a 20-team league, but you've got to consider the practicalities of it first and its effect on the pyramid as a whole. We'll probably
see a 14-team league in the next 5-10 years. And
I'd like to hope it moves slightly quicker. Yeah, I think I'd say by 2040 we could be in a 20-team WSL. Maybe. That wouldn't surprise me.
I think 16 is the minimum to get to, because for me 16 is enough to have a proper top tier. Because 12 for me isn't enough for a top flight division.
In England, no. I think because you've
Yeah.
got one relegation place, and so it means that everyone from there's like 7 teams where nothing happens.
Yeah.
And I think
I think my main problem with it is it's not that only one club goes down, but obviously it's that only one club comes up.
Yeah. Well, there's less jeopardy for WSL clubs. And obviously less reward for Championship clubs.
But this game's opened up massively, which is actually a good thing for England, because yes, Spain are looking dangerous when they come forwards, but what it means is England are actually coming forwards as well. England have definitely upped the performance in the second half. That's really good from Enderby does well as well to win a throw-in in there. England playing better now.
Catherine says many of the women, mostly from Arsenal, they spoke out against the last international break. Oh, I completely agree. It's a stupid international break.
That was
They had an international break in the middle of summer. The thing is, it's because of the timing of the Olympics. Because the sides playing in the Olympics used that as a chance to prepare for the tournament, and so therefore they made it a qualifying. But I don't know. The issue you have is that the teams at the Olympics need to warm up against someone, so they'd have to play friendlies. And the only teams that would want to play friendlies are teams also at the Olympics. So it would be a bit weird, but I just, I don't know how you do that. The problem is because the Olympics is such a small international competition, but is still major, or at least it's considered major in the women's game, it's a bit of a weird situation.
For the men's side of the Olympics, only a very small number of nations actually send any half-decent players. Whereas in the women's game, we're still seeing the best of the best for that nation.
I think that'll be the next step in reducing fixtures. I think the Women's Olympics will likely go to a U21 tournament or a U23
like England's
tournament.
second, if we were there, England's second string side would give it a good go.
Well, England's U23 team would be so strong.
Yeah.
So would Spain. I think it'd still be a high level of competition, and you'd let the WSL players get a rest. That looked like a shot of the hand there of Cox. Marissa claiming for it. I'd want to see a replay. That looked a little bit dubious, but yeah. Catherine says, I'd say just do what the NWSL is doing, but all they're doing is expanding. They have no relegation, kind of hoping it could get there with the other American league that's starting in August. Yeah, that's my thing, because that's why I don't like things like the MLS. I quite like how the whole youth system stuff out there, so you always have a different
I don't like the fact
teams dominating.
You just play the same 12 teams all the time.
Yeah.
Like because I think Crystal Palace are going to come up in the WSL. I mean, I know we'll do previews close to the time, but I think they'll give it a good go.
I hope they will. If not, I think that opens more questions up about the sustainability of the pyramid in the women's game, and obviously, but then you've got to consider the money in American sports, because in the NFL they've made a ridiculous amount of money because it's that closed system.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Not quite sure who Browns tried to pass to there.
Well, I think it was Godfrey, wasn't it, that then made a run back, and then Brown's still played the pass.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But England,
trying to play out.
It's been a really good first 10 minutes in this second half. Do you think we're carrying on to win this game, to get back in this game, or has Spain got a second wind?
I hope we can get a goal. I think if we don't score again soon, though, you're going to get to a point where Spain will come back into it.
Yeah. We've
got to use this momentum. We've got to strike while the iron's hot and go out there and try and find a second goal. And that's a ball in behind. I think Ankerman was offside anyway, and there she was indeed. So Spain free kick. Well, the Spain goalkeeper has it in her hands. I think she should just play from her hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for the WSL returning. Obviously, we've got WSL is 2 months away now. Women's Championship starts in 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Something like that, which is incredibly close. No, 2 weekends before. Because we have the start of the Women's Championship may coincide with the start of our previews. For WSL, depending on when we time them. Might spread about a bit more than we do with the men's ones, because obviously there's less teams. But yeah, Rhea Bowes sends that forward. It's blocked out for an England throw. The men's football start today. What, the Olympics? Chelsea fan. Yeah, Chelsea fan saying, come on, England. Yeah, who do we have?
I don't care. Like, honestly.
Or even at the Olympics.
No, I don't
No, we're
know.
not.
We never send a team. I don't understand why. Annoys me.
Yeah. Surely we could get Olympic gold.
Oh, just send Danny Dyer out if you want. Tom
I
Grennan.
don't think he's under 21.
I just found 21.
It's U23 tournament, isn't it?
Oh.
That's why the men's... Because the men's side of the Olympics wasn't important,
Oh.
because they already had the Euros and World Cup.
Oh, we've got loads on 23s. I'll play.
You're allowed, you can have a squad of U23s and then 3 over 23. Do you know the France squad for the tournament?
No.
Really strong. Really
Great.
strong team. They got like Michael Elise playing for them.
That's mental.
And Henri's manager.
Okay, I don't want to play anymore.
Hang on, let me find the squad. Yeah, it's people like Loic Bardet are there, and Ugo Chukwu, and Doué, and Lacazette's playing as well, which I find funny. Anyway, yeah. England looking better, and they are coming forwards now. Ria Bowes. Ball in, and that is a bit messy in there.
Not sure out in there. I mean, I think the ball's a bit in too early again. That delivery maybe just coming a few paces too soon from Ria Bowes. But yeah, England still got plenty of time here. That goal so early on was crucial.
Yeah, because it gives them something now to believe in.
Because it's practically giving us 45 minutes getting back in the game.
Yeah. And we only need a goal to be level again.
Yeah.
French Foot says it's a good idea to have beaten us in the semi-final. Spain is a scarecrow. We beat you in that final group game. Obviously, France's semi-final is later today, which will be a tough game.
Yeah.
Netherlands are really strong, but we could see France in the final still. Ball in, blocked by Bowes. I think that then came back off the winger Powell, because that is out foul for a goal kick. But yeah, I think Spain are still really strong. They're French Foot. I think you're giving them discrediting them a little bit there. But yeah, it's been a weird tournament for them, because they start with that draw against Ireland. That was an odd one. Then they lost to Netherlands, and most people thought they were out, but they managed to beat Germany and got through. So
yeah, I think Netherlands are probably a little bit stronger than Spain at the moment.
yeah, at least from what we're seeing in this tournament. Potter plays it
What a
through.
ball.
Great ball. Chance Amir Enderby has to finish it.
No.
That's not offside. That is not offside.
Oh no.
That is a really poor call, I think. I mean, I want to see a replay.
She looked on to me. Enderby looked on.
Yeah, that looked like she timed it really well.
We're going to get a replay.
Didn't even look close to offside line, no.
I didn't watch the pass. I watched. Oh no, she's on. She's on. She's miles on. That is a terrible decision. Enderby was through for England. The flag goes up despite the fact she was onside.
Nah, that should have been a goal.
Or at least a chance to shoot.
Yeah. Like Bamford's being behind. Oh. Get a bit excited over a chance for England. Here comes Spain. Catherine saying Argentina versus Morocco and Uzbekistan versus Spain today. First games for Olympic football. And then Guinea versus New Zealand and Egypt versus the Dominican Republic.
Christ.
Some strange teams in there.
Don't think I'll watch that.
No? Not fancying Egypt, Dominican Republic?
No, I'll watch Guinea instead. That's a good ball in.
And it's claimed. Well, of course, tomorrow we'll begin our coverage of the Olympics, of the Women's Football Olympics. We are doing Germany, Australia, I think it is, at 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah. Is it Godfrey down for England?
Yes, looks like it.
Hope she's alright, holding a knee. We'll say she came on at half time. I hope she's okay.
Yeah. I hope she's okay regardless, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, yeah. Of course. What actually happened? Oh. Bit of a weird one, that.
Have you also seen that for Canada, this is the women's team,
Yeah.
their assistant coach and analysts have been kicked out of the Olympics because they used a drone to spy on a New Zealand training session.
Aren't Canada reigning gold medalists, aren't they?
Clearly they wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bev Priestman's also been removed she removed herself from the coaching team for the New Zealand match.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's interesting. Corruption in the Olympics.
Why? They should be fine.
Yeah.
And Leah's coming on for England, so I think this is going to be the end of Godfrey's game, which is a shame. And hopefully she is okay.
Yeah. Sheikh Ibrahima Loom, I hope I pronounced your name correctly there. Welcome to the stream. Says, what time did England score? Is it in the first half or the second half? It was in the second half. Sorry, the 46th minute.
Yeah,
it would have gone down. So it was very early in the second half. Amy says Japan versus Spain will be a fire game tomorrow.
And hang on,
that's Sunday, isn't it?
Leah's come on for Earl. Sorry, Godfrey is okay, I think then.
Yeah, another odd change, but that's what.
Is Godfrey still down? Please doesn't tell me we made a change or I've got a player down. No, Godfrey's alright. Okay, so Godfrey's fine.
But where's Leah playing? Is she up front now? We've gone back to 4-4-2, or is Leah in middle midfield?
She's in middle midfield. It's like a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, she's going to play as attack midfielder.
Fair enough.
John Griffiths just rolling the dice again with what we're doing. Yeah, it's Spain-Japan tomorrow. That'll be a really good game. Yeah, at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
We'll be live at 6 for Australia-Germany, which will also be a very good game.
A lot of good games.
There are some good matchups. That is the nature of the Olympics in the women's game. And then we won't be live for it, but I will probably watch France-Colombia tomorrow evening. That will also be interesting.
Just to watch Wendy Renard.
Well, and also Caicedo and Myra Ramirez.
And Sandy
Baltimore. Macario, if she gets on.
Yeah. Is she there?
Macario's American. Hopefully she plays. But yeah. Catherine says Canada is Colombia and France, and they chose to join New Zealand. Yeah. But yeah, this is what is a little funny though. Nothing against New Zealand, but with the other two teams in the group, that's just a little funny. Yeah. No idea. It's going to be weird seeing them tomorrow with no manager, assistant manager, or analyst.
I thought it was just the New Zealand game.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying for tomorrow.
Right.
There's no one on the sideline. Just going to be Buchanan.
But I'm confused as to why they worried that they're going to lose to New Zealand. Because no offence to New Zealand, but I don't think New Zealand are great.
Yeah. Also, a drone? Just go to an open training session.
Yeah. Just rock out, you walk in. Say you're a scout.
I think I might notice if Bev Priestman shows up. Firm challenge in there. I think that's been given the way of Spain as Powell down, feeling some discomfort here.
So how do they know the drone's Canadian?
Big flag on it. Gave it away.
And I think Enderby's gone down here to try and avoid getting the book.
New Zealand probably went, there's a drone, and they looked over at the bushes, and there was Bev Priestman, the assistant manager, and an analyst.
Both players are down. I don't know who the yellow card's going to. The refs only just called on the physios. Took Vivian Leah to remind her. Sorry, I took Aguiman to remind her. Who's getting booked? Is it Enderby or is it Powell?
I think it's Enderby. Enderby went in for the challenge, and yeah.
Well, they're both running around on the floor at the moment. Well, hopefully they're both okay.
Chessman asking, why is football starting before the opening ceremony? That's stupid. Yeah, to be honest. The problem is you've got so much sport to do, and the opening ceremony is only for the actual arena, isn't it?
But also, if you think about it, all the other events in the Olympics only take 1 day.
Yeah.
There's not 4 days of 100-metre sprints. That'd be mental. Whereas there are so many games of football to get to the gold medal.
Yeah, exactly. So they've got a lot to get through. And you'd sort of lose the climax of all the other sports if you started football. A bit like if you play football first day, then either football would be going on well after all the other events have ended, or you'd have to delay all the other events. Yeah. You'd only be able to watch football anyway after the opening ceremonies. So yeah. French versus be careful for Colombia. There we go. If there's any Colombians in chat, look out. Catherine says Macario is out. She's withdrawn from the squad just before the send-off game due to discomfort in her knee and Hayes not wanting to take risks.
Brilliant. Another injury for Macario.
But at least she's not playing through the Olympics.
Yeah.
And then so she can recover. Be back with Chelsea, so I don't mind that.
Change for Spain then. I think Powell's going to come off because that was not a nice tackle from Enderby.
No. Quite an aggressive one.
Yeah, definitely.
Catherine says they traced the drone back to the person controlling it and saw it was a Canadian staff person. That's the thing, is if you are going to use a drone, though, why do it as a staff member? Get someone else to do the drone.
But how did they,
Libran coming off all the way for Oyan San
Did the drone, land? Or, crash in New Zealand? Or, Because surely just fly it away and they don't,
I think you can still track things.
They might have got their own drone up there.
Maybe New Zealand shot it down and then tracked it.
Shot it down? That would be quality, to be fair.
Who's the New Zealand manager again? I can't remember now. Just there with a shotgun.
Who's the striker?
Wouldn't be very effective.
Oh, I can't remember the striker now. She's quality.
Jacqueline Hand.
No,
I know who you're thinking of. I can't remember
Yeah.
either. I don't think she's in the squad anymore.
no.
She was there for the last one.
Scored at the World Cup
Yeah.
in the opening ceremony. Right, imagine her a rifle.
Wilkinson. Hannah Wilkinson. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking Wellington, but that's just a city.
She's 32, but yeah, not. I thought maybe she'd retire. Maybe she has. Yeah, I can't imagine New Zealand look very good this time. They've lost their only goal scorer.
24 to go. England need a goal. If not, they are out of the Euros. Again to Spain. I'm fed up with Spain. Whatever, we keep losing to Spain in things. Women's World Cup final, Men's Euros final, and now the Women's Under-19 Euros semi-final.
Yeah.
Go away.
Fed up with Spain.
Stop beating us.
But yeah. Spain probably going to win the Olympics as well.
Yeah. I don't know.
It depends. I'm still not sure whether the US... Because the US side isn't too different to the one that weren't great at the World Cup, but then obviously they don't have Gustafsson and they've got...
Hayes.
Oh, sorry, not... they don't have Andonovsky and they've got Emma Hayes. So
Yeah. Bit different for
Yeah.
me. Just a tad different.
yeah, exactly.
Had the Aussies give it a good go.
I don't think they will, unfortunately. They don't have Kerr. I know they're still a strong team, but I think without Sam Kerr, they're not going to be able to seriously compete at the Olympics. That is a great goal. That is a truly great goal, but it does sink England's hopes. I think it was it Ariane Darcas in there? What a finish. Top corner, but that does sink England. You would imagine 22 minutes, and they need 2 goals now. Mountain decline for our young Lionesses.
Couldn't have picked out a sweeter finish. Edge of the area. It's a lovely effort. Finds the top corner. Katie Cox didn't stand a chance. England, they've been better in the second half. We've fought hard. That's a shame. It's a real shame. It's a huge goal in this game.
Yeah, that's a really good finish.
Yeah.
Again, though, we just give them too much time and space in here. Nobody gets in front of her. Genuinely, just nobody decides, oh, maybe we should try and block that.
Huge goal. England working their way back into the game. Only needed a goal. And now, with 20 minutes to go, we trail by 2.
Yeah, Daniela Arquez, that's it. My guess of Ariana Darcas wasn't too far. French says Macari's still injured. She took a season to recover from injury in Lyon, and it's starting again. I'm not sure it's a good deal. I like her a lot, and obviously we've got a song now, so that's good. I think this surely won't take a season to recover from injury. She had an ACL before. They do take a while. So that's understandable in that regard. I think that, yeah, naturally, players to pick up an injury are more likely to then get injured again. Hopefully this one isn't anywhere near as serious, and hopefully she'll be back in time for the season. She's still got 2 months. So I think we'll be fine in that regard. I still think it's a good deal. She signed for a free, right? And so it's very difficult to lose out on a free transfer, especially when she's played well when she's been fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her. I'm intrigued to see where she fits in with Bon Pasteur, because I think we've got so many attackers now. I like that we've got a bit of competition with Guro.
Yeah.
With obviously Sandy Baltimore. I think that Agamemnon Jones will take on a heightened role in this season. Yeah. I'll be intrigued to see what minutes Canaride gets. I love Joanna Wright and Canaride, but I think there's a lot of people that don't rate her particularly highly because she doesn't put up the best output. Her goal and assist numbers aren't phenomenal. So yeah. And there's a lot of pressure on Guro as well, considering she wasn't fantastic last season. Catherine says, when Macari's back to full fitness, she's elite. Yeah. That's exactly my thought process. I think if she is fully fit, she is a really strong player to have.
Yeah.
And given the strength in Chelsea's squad, it's not the worst thing if we have a player that's a bit injury prone.
Yeah.
Yeah. French foot wins whatever happens in the Champions League. Chelsea fan asking what team he supports, or they support, saying Lyon, Barcelona and Chelsea, and a little club, PFC. I'm guessing that's not Paris FC. But yeah.
Leon Bar. I don't know. You could. I guess like them all. Like
The semi-finals of the Champions League day, you're cheering on everyone other than PSG.
Everyone other than Elena Demetrescu.
But yeah. I'm excited. I think the Champions League should be really good this year. I think Arsenal and City should both be in the actual the proper Champions League, which I think increases the quality. I think that Bayern are going to look really good with Lena Oberdorf this season. I think PSG are making some really strong signs. I think Romy Leut is a fantastic signing. I think Mary Earps is a really good addition. So, yeah.
It's going to be good. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get back in full swing of domestic football. International football not serving England too well here.
No. Luckily, the next international football is all neutral.
Yeah.
So we can enjoy Germany, Australia.
And it would have been lovely to see the Lionesses in the Olympics.
Yeah, it's a shame that we missed out on one goal.
Yeah.
Well, we could just pasted Scotland by a couple more.
Weren't they rolling there? So the Cuff would have played, probably.
I did see someone say if it was a Team GB, it would have just been England, Cuthbert, maybe Kim Little. But like, who's getting in for Wales? Little's Scottish, right? She might be Welsh. Can't remember. But I saw someone say McCabe, and then someone pointed out that's not Team GB. I don't think.
No, Ireland don't. You mean Northern Ireland?
Yeah, but I'm not sure the Team GB include Ireland, because Great Britain and United Kingdom are different, aren't they? But also McCabe wouldn't get in anyway.
No.
Laughable. Catherine says it also shows that people recover differently from ACLs. Macari has played a few games. Yeah. People do. I mean, you look at
But look at all the blessing. Look at all the players that have picked up an ACL. We're still yet to see the best of Beth Mead. Still yet to see the best of Kat Macario. Yeah, but it's you know what I mean.
I think Alexia Putellas
is another one.
Yeah, but she's still absolutely ridiculous.
She's not as we haven't seen. I mean, she hasn't restarted. To be honest.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's difficult to settle back into a midfield where how do you drop Gaiaro, Bonmati, or Walsh?
You don't is the answer.
So that's the problem. I think we'll likely see Patrick Gaiaro have to occupy a bit more of a rotation role. Or if they sell Kira Walsh, then play as a defensive midfielder.
Because you're not selling Putellas. Even if she's not starting, you're not selling her.
Unless America come in with a £2 million bid.
Which would be cool.
I think Bonmati will either get a huge contract in the coming weeks or a move, which is going to be exciting to see.
Yeah.
Because Chelsea's apparently targeting a world-class midfielder. Now, is that a Grace Goyoro? Is that Aitana? I don't think it'll be Bonmati.
Basically, Bonmati either becomes the highest earning female player ever, or breaks the transfer record.
And becomes the highest, highest earning player. I think if she's going to go anywhere, she'll go America and play for the Spirit with Giraldes.
Yeah. 16 to play. Realistically, this game is done and dusted.
I'm interested to see how Barca get on. Obviously, they've got Giraldes as assistant, isn't it?
Mm.
So basically nothing should change in the same way that Giraldes was the assistant to Louis Cortez.
Yeah.
And then when Cortez went, it was Giraldes who took the helm. And then they won loads of Champions Leagues. So where do they go now? How do they get better? Here comes Spain. Agate, ball in. Huge save from Katie Cox. Not that it matters much now, but it does keep England in with a glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
And a quarter of an hour left. And there's one back in there by England. Potter. Godfrey now. England one shot all game and went in. I mean, it's just, not good enough. No. Not good enough at all from England today.
No.
Well, one in there by Agate. Here comes Spain. Pow! And that is a comfortable save, really, for Katie Cox. But yeah. Also, if you are, obviously we do usually post on a Wednesday on the TWFC channel, so if you did wonder why there wasn't a video today, we have recorded something. We're just waiting for an official announcement. So look out for that. Hopefully that is tomorrow.
It's big news.
Hopefully Friday. Hopefully real.
Yeah.
But yeah. In the meantime, feel free to go check out any of our other videos, of course. Last week we spoke about Manchester United. Stuff like that. That's a great save from Cox. Ball forwards, and that's cut out by Spain. Catherine says 212 ACL since 2022. I think some crazy amount like that.
Yeah, it is something really high.
Catherine, oh yeah, mentioning Overdorf's injuries. Completely forgot about that. I remember that now though. Yeah, that is a shame. ACL and MCL happened in one of the Euro qualifier games. That'll be big hits. Germany for the Olympics and to Bayern now. Yeah, it is a shame. We just keep seeing huge players getting ruled out all the time because of ACLs. It's just horrible to see. As you say, 212 ACLs is ridiculous. I know more and more research is going into
But the research should
why
have happened
that's
years
happening.
ago.
But
because the problem is, while they're researching, it's going to keep happening. Research takes time.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to take 30 minutes to read
But
the
also,
book.
you need people to damage their ACLs to be able to understand why they're damaging their ACLs. It's that terrible thing, isn't it?
Well, I think there's enough examples now.
Mr. Whipper says we need Julia Bartel. Well, we have signed Bartel. So, we do have it. We do have her, Mr. Whipper. And she will be a very reliable cover. I think, obviously, Ingles... she'll either move on this summer or spend the, she'll have a season left with Chelsea. So that'll be interesting. And then Bartel, you would assume, will now be back up. But then we also signed that PSG player's been out with an injury all season.
Asaka somebody?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember her name.
It's
now.
double-barrelled.
Yeah, I remember that much. But yeah. So there's a lot of competition now at DM.
That's a surprise one. No
You'd
one saw that
imagine
coming.
Cuthbert will be the starter. Good chance of Spain cuts out or claimed by Cox. Yeah, that was a random one, wasn't it? Quite an opportunistic transfer.
It's quite nice though to see one that wasn't rumours. Like you see loads and loads of rumoured transfers, and it's all written like Pitt will know the transfer's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah, like the Caldente one was
Yeah.
the worst kept secret for a few weeks before it happened. Miedemar, I guess we knew she was going to go to somewhere. I think it was a bit of a surprise that she chose City. Obviously, we knew it was rumoured, but
England throwing the kitchen sink at it now. Akpan coming off for Loan Worthy.
yeah. Frenchfoot says, I really like your channel. You are passionate and the exchanges are always interesting. Thank you so much, Frenchfoot. We appreciate your comments. We wouldn't be able to have these exchanges and conversations without you guys tuning in, so appreciate it massively. And well, yeah, as we roll into the start of the season now, the proper season, I'm very excited. And thanks everyone that subscribed today. I think we've gone up another 5, so
Nice.
appreciate that.
Yeah, big stuff.
Obviously, we recently hit 1k, and thank you so much for that. And yeah, it means we can do bigger and better things next year, because we can justify just not getting jobs and just sitting in the studio talking about football. But yeah. 10 minutes left then of this game. It very much feels like a formality now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Which is a shame. I mean, it's a step in the right direction for the young England side. I mean, we have, this is the first time we've reached the semi-finals in over a decade, which is good. But obviously disappointing to not be able to reach the final. We'll be back, hopefully. We can play different sides, so it's hard to tell how good we'll be.
Well, considering the U17s won their Euros, I'd be very surprised.
I thought Spain won that.
Oh no, yeah, they did, didn't they?
Spain have won everything.
Spain just
If
won
there's a competition involving football in the last 4 years, Spain have won it.
How did we get on at the U17s?
I'll bet my bottom dollar we lost to Spain. Like Spain,
We lost the final 4-0 to Spain.
we actually lost. Oh.
Spain tanked everyone, basically.
Was that the one 2 years ago?
No, this was in May this year.
Oh, right.
Yeah. In their groups, they beat Portugal 3-0, Poland 1-0, and Belgium 5-0. Then they beat France in the semis 6-1.
Oh, right, yeah, actually.
And then rolled us over 4-0 in the final. So, yeah, the Spain U17s are also strong. But England's looked good getting to the final.
Well, they won it before that as well, because there's players playing in this tournament that won the under-17 Euros.
Yeah, because obviously that would have fallen in the year before, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So actually the next U19 Euros will be the sort of like the changeover period between the U17s and U19s.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll start with Vivian Leah, potentially, if she's not in the senior side by then. But based on her current trajectory, you'd assume she'll be seniors or U21s by then.
And we'll have some of the U17s that got to the final, so maybe we might be okay.
Yeah, Chesterman's got to go. Thank you, Chesterman, for tuning in.
See you, mate.
See you next time. Remember, we are live tomorrow, Germany, Australia, from 6 o'clock. Well, 5:45. So do join us there. And then, of course, the other games at the Olympics on Sunday and into next week. Just look out for those as well. It's going to be a good Olympics, I hope.
Yes.
So there's some very exciting games. We want to try and cover as many as possible. The problem is it's just so warm at the moment in the UK, and this studio is not very easy to keep cool. Chance for England, it'll kick up, and it is a save for the first time today, I think, Astrolaga having to make a save. She had a couple of things to claim. That was a bit more of an actual save.
Yeah. 8 to play. We're in miracle territory now for England.
Yeah, very much so.
You know, a lot of coverage going thick and fast, really. Olympics kind of leads straight into domestic football.
Yeah, because the Olympics were the end of August, and then we'll have about a week before we have Champions League qualifiers. We're going to be covering the Arsenal games. I assume they'll be on UEFA TV or YouTube, which won't be great for us, but good for everyone else.
They'll be somewhere.
And then, of course, the Women's Championship, which we saw the announcement this week. Women's Championship and WSL will both be live exclusively on YouTube. Other than, not exclusively, sorry, because they still have the Sky and the BT.
They basically just swapped their favourite player for YouTube.
Which means they can make money now from adverts and, grow their YouTube.
Everyone's
which
happy
makes
because their player
sense, but
used to be crap.
it did the job.
It did the job. We never had a problem with it. Most people found it terrible.
Well, the commentary was naff on it.
Yeah,
but then...
That's what we're for.
Yeah, well, exactly. Hopefully they need a YouTube commentator.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we're the greatest fit, though. We get bored halfway through Leicester and just start chatting about something else.
I don't think I would if I was actually playing,
I know.
actually at the ground. And
But yeah.
I was at a normal body temperature. Another change coming for Spain then, soon-ish. But she's forgotten her tape, so she won't be going on now.
That is Barbara. Number 15, 19, I can't quite tell.
Where's he getting stuck in? Terrible pass. Reed wins it back. Goes behind her. And he can go all the way back to Katie Cox.
Yeah. Worth noting as well, although I don't think we've noticed this at the time, but the sub for Spain at halftime was actually an injury, I think. Oh no, it wasn't. I'm just reading the symbol wrong. It's got a little red down arrow in a white circle. I thought it was an injury sign. But no.
5 to go. It looks like this will be the end of the road for England and John Griffiths. Interesting bloke.
He's got many tactics up his sleeve.
He has also made some interesting decisions.
Yes.
Like giving Poppy Pritchard about 150 minutes. Which isn't great.
I could say, gets past Brown. Brown gets back in. Great defending. Wouldn't clear it into the own 18-yard box, but that's a choice England do.
I've made a great tackle on the ball back. Here you go. I'm going to put it in for you anyway.
Here come England. Down the line for Enderby. Enderby does get there. If we just score now, there's still a very slim chance. And that is not going to happen because Algoachi will get back in and win it back. And now Spain are just going to slow the game down to walking speed. They've got 4 minutes left.
No
They
rush.
just want to get through this, get into the final, and start preparing for Netherlands or France. Graphic design's got an easy job because they can already start making the graphic and then just turn the flag based on who wins. For Netherlands or France. Here comes Spain. Ball across the box, cleared away. But yeah, we did plan to be live for the final. Unfortunately, we do have something on. But yeah, hopefully it is a good final. And then obviously we'll be back. So we're live tomorrow and we're live Sunday. Barbara Lopez coming on up front for Marissa.
Yes. Shame England couldn't get there.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll be back in the next couple of years to win at least one.
Yeah. Catherine says, what do you think about FC25 adding a career for the women's side of things? I think it's a crucial addition. I'm not sure why they didn't do it sooner. I don't play FIFA anymore or FC25, to be honest, so it doesn't, it doesn't affect me too much. I'm very excited for the fact Football Manager has women's football coming. That is going to be very exciting. I have even considered the possibility of doing a save on this channel, which is something we could think about. But yeah, I'm very excited for it. Love Football Manager, and women's football coming into the game I see as a huge positive.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely be doing at least a few saves on the women's game this year. But yeah, it could be something we'd consider. Yeah, Spain on the ball. I might just take United and tank them.
Yeah. Sell Toon, sell all like.
Yeah. Put Skinner out of a job.
Yeah. Be intrigued to see what people would think of it.
Yeah. Well, potentially it'll bring a different audience to Football Manager.
Yeah.
So, England now. Neil's got the captain's armband on her hand again.
Yeah, because Akpan came off for Reed. And it's still
Why did Aspen not have the armband?
Sorry, no, she did. Aspen came off for Reed. So
right.
But no, and again, it's too big for Neil's arm. So she has to hold it.
I don't know why she does that.
Just give it to someone else for the sake of 2 minutes. Rather than watching our centre half play with something in her hand. I don't understand.
Fall through. Aguiman holds on to it. They're trying to bring it forward, so it's offside.
But yeah, it definitely seems like a breakthrough year for women's football in the gaming kind of industry, as you say.
Well, it's a big breakthrough last year when they went on to EAFC. I find it weird at the time they didn't make a career mode for it. But yeah, if EA want to pay us to play FC25 career mode, I will more than happily do that, but I'm not giving EA any of my money.
If Steam want to pay us, isn't it? Not Steam, what's it called? Donny, the blokes who run...
Sports Interactive.
Yes, one, yeah.
I mean, I'll happily do that for free. But yeah. If Sports Interactive do want to buy us FM, they're more than welcome to. Spain on the ball. That's smashed forwards. Oh, the Spanish goalkeeper. Astrolaga. I do find it weird when brands buy the game for people who would normally buy it anyway. Because like the F1 content creators and that will all get the game bought for them, give it to them. They're the people that were going to buy it definitely. Why give it to them? But yeah.
How many minutes should time then? Quick, as I'm bingo. 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes.
3 for me.
5, 6. Oh, I can't even read the board correctly. Let alone guess it. It's
Why is
bones.
there 6? I mean, they even say this to referees. Just think, take the scenario into account. I mean,
He's just got his ref badge. We're going to hear this all summer. So look out for that.
It's a bit different.
Take a shot every time he mentions ref. No, sorry, the specific, I'm a referee.
I didn't say that, did I, though?
That's what you insinuated.
No, but like...
Us referees, I told you it's common sense.
I didn't say that. I said they tell referees. And it said nothing. It involved me in the sentence whatsoever. You just took it upon yourself to bring me into that scenario.
We all know what you meant.
No one did.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, chance of Spain blocked in there by Reed. Difficult afternoon.
Why are Spain making
For
changes?
England.
Come on.
Go on, you get 5 minutes now.
Just call it a day.
That'll be the end of Agate's afternoon as Olga San Nicolas comes
Good
on.
player, Agate.
Yeah. Scored a brilliant goal. This was poor from Neil, but take nothing away from Agate. Still had to round the keeper and finish it off. And she was, of course, the player who put the ball in the box for Powell's goal.
Yes. Good afternoon for
Spain
Agate.
are holding it in the corner. And Powell off for Inza Egoigeren.
Yeah, pretty spot on that.
Yeah. Few minutes to go. It's very much about Spain seeing it out. I'm not sure. Potter having an argument with the line now. I'm not sure it's worth it now, Alexi.
No.
An unfortunate way for England's U19 women's campaign to be cut early.
It's been a short but sweet campaign.
Yeah, enjoyable watch. Especially the Lithuania game.
Oh, I thought, yeah, it was a great one.
Yeah. That was
But it's only got worse from there.
Well, it's going to be quite difficult to top a 10-0 win. But,
Yes.
But that is true. We have been worse than we pasted Lithuania. So, yeah.
Can we get a goal at least to make it 3-2?
And thanks for your support throughout the tournament. We've done really decent numbers today. Almost 900 of you, or 900 views on today's stream, so appreciate that massively. And you compare that to the Lithuania game, which is 300, and the Seb again, there's 700. That's great to see the support increasing throughout the tournament. Shame we couldn't have gone all the way. But yeah, I'm good with chill. It's going to drop there for Reed.
That's a good ball into Worsey. That is wide. Not a great effort.
No.
Sums up England's performance, really. Spain goalkeeper almost sarcastically diving.
Well, she's not had anything to dive for all
Yeah.
games. I think she just wanted to go.
I'll tip this for a corner.
Yeah. Also, for any Chelsea fans in chat that like both the men's and the women's team, Chelsea are close to agreeing a deal for Villarreal goalkeeper Philippe Jorgensen. Between 20 and 25 million euros. Don't hate it.
Cool.
Do you know who he is?
No, I don't care anymore. I do. So bollocks, isn't it?
What?
Oh, the men's side at the moment.
Well, look out for our preview in a few days on Chelsea men's over on the football chat. Of course, if you do like both the men's and the women's game, then we do have another channel for the men's game. That is offside, but that won't matter. Spain back in possession.
Well, the last minute and a half of England's under-19 Euro campaign. Enjoy it. Well, if you're a player, you start smash into somebody.
Yes, the last England game we're going to watch until November.
Wow.
Do we have another international break? I don't think so.
It's not actually that far away. I thought you'd say like next June.
Why wouldn't we play an entire game for an entire year?
I don't know.
We've got the Nations League, mate.
Oh, my favourite.
In fact, we don't have one scheduled in, so I don't know when we next play. It would be friendlies, wouldn't it?
Oh, I hate friendlies. I don't see the point. I do see the point in friendlies, but I don't see the point in like friendlies in terms of.
We'll have friendlies at November, March, and then presumably
Like,
some before we
international
get underway
friendlies
at
make no
the
sense to me.
Euros. International, why not?
Well, unless it's before a tournament.
Well, you still want the players to gel. I agree they're not necessarily the most exciting things.
No, they're exciting. Then not very much point.
Oh no, they don't. The actual game has no significance. You can lose 12-0 and well, yeah, people might be slightly worried about your tactics. Cox in the box. Can she get a goal? Oh, she almost gets the header away.
Well, I think she's just cut across the score, hasn't she?
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
Godfrey. Leah. Ball in, Aguilan catches that all wrong. Brown might get there.
Game. That should have gone in.
So Brown does get there.
And that.
But I've seen enough. Smash into the crowd by Lexi Potter and Spain. Rejoice, it's England. And at the end of the road for England as Spain get into the final. Obviously, Spain are great.
Shock. Spain win something.
But yeah, good tournament for Spain.
Yeah.
England, we played well against Lithuania, but to be frank, we weren't good enough today. We weren't good enough against Serbia. And yeah, not great. But alas, they'll be back. And there are some very good players in that team that I'm sure we'll see a lot of throughout this season. Yeah. Anyway, we're back tomorrow with coverage of the women's football in the Olympics. Of course, the game will be coming tomorrow. Germany versus Australia, the 6 o'clock kickoff. So look out for that. Other than that, we may have a video out at some point today or tomorrow, depending whether we see some breaking news in the form of Arsenal and a goalkeeper. That's all I'm going to say. But that is everything from us today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.